Viacom became exasperated with YouTube and with the rampant copyright violations that was going on in the very popular video sharing site, and demanded that YouTube take off more than 100,000 clips from various shows, mostly on their very popular cable channels, MTV, Comedy Central like The Daily Show, Nickelodeon, SpongeBob SquarePants. Apparently they couldn't reach terms, and so they're drawing a line in the sand and say, that's it, take our content off. You can't have our stuff anymore. Especially now they're owned by Google, everyone's kind of holding their breath, waiting for some big media company to sue Google for copyright infringement, because you don't have to look very hard on YouTube to find copyrighted stuff that's probably there without the copyright holder's permission. So, but YouTube can avoid being sued by under the copyright law. All you have to do is when you get a takedown request like one of these, is you have to promptly respond to them and start taking down the content, which is what YouTube is doing. It's important to note that some of the biggest media companies in the world have already come to grips with YouTube and negotiated some rules of engagement with YouTube. In fact, some of the companies that initially were very upset at YouTube, like NBC, when YouTube was first gaining traction in early 2006, demanded them take down some very popular clips from Saturday Night Live, and that actually got people's attention to YouTube. And then months later, NBC now actually has its own dedicated channel on YouTube. MTV's actually worked out a deal with Google. This is before Google bought YouTube, but they worked out a deal with Google to distribute video ads with some MTV content attached to it. So there's all kinds of cross-pollination going on here. These video sharing sites are here to stay. I think the media companies realize that they're trying not to make the same mistakes they did with Napster, where they got rid of Napster, but still music sharing still proliferated. They realize that even if they were to shut down YouTube, I don't think they can anymore with a big, deep-pocketed company like Google behind it anyway. That there's going to be other video sharing sites that people want this, and they've got to figure out how to cohabitate with these. Google's kind of protected itself in the YouTube deal. A lot of people were concerned when Google bought YouTube because of the potential for copyright infringement. When Google negotiated the $1.76 billion sales price, they set up an escrow account where about more than $200 million of that sales price is being held in escrow for more than a year. And that's ostensibly to cover maybe some of these lawsuits that might pop up. So Google's also been cautionary too. They realize that there is some risk here, and that's I guess they don't expect to be over $200 million. We'll see.